can't speak for that because I honestly don't know. But I would love to. She's an incredible actress to work with, and she's just good at what she does. She's, there's definitely, great energy, and, we'll see what happens. I don't know.
Who would you want, if she couldn't come aboard, who would you have any suggestions who could fill her place?
Are you trying to get me in trouble, huh? You're trying to get me in trouble, huh?
Not at all.
Yeah, that was smooth, Dave. I like the way you slipped that one in there. Who would you want? He's like, who would you like to shock up with you, Shaun? Who would you like to do a love scene with, Shaun? Which one of those women did you have a fantasy with? The ones who are married and are? Right. Oh, they want to know that. Who's currently on the show? Well, they were. You would see in certain scenes that there was definitely great energy and chemistry with me and Florencia. When I was thinking of her and Todd, and you can always see that there was great energy there. She's also an incredible actress, and I support her in her plays and a lot of the things that she does. I would love her to someone that I'd be opposite with. I mean, absolutely, she would be like a number one contender. I think she's great. You got to feel something for someone, and she's just a beautiful spirit, attractive woman as well. Let's keep it real. And when you like working with someone and they give you back what you give them, that's not the most common thing. Some people seem like they're doing a job, but when people do it naturally, it feels even better, and then it radiates and comes off on camera. So I think that great energy with her. But nobody else really they've ever, explored me with on the show. But I'm open to any type of, not any opportunity, but I'm open to, something that could, be fun and something that, two people who can be compatible and something that the fans would also enjoy and say, that would be kind of cool. Look at these two having an affair. Wow, you're the bodyguard. You're starting to date the person you're protecting, and you're the side fling, and the husband comes in, he's like, what's going on here? And Shaun's like, oh, nothing, everything is just fine. Sir, how's your day? And then I just finished sleeping with his wife. I think that's great soap opera right there.
Now, that would sound good. You want to write?
Nah, hey, I'm just saying, think about it. I'm bodyguarding people, and then I'm actually sleeping with the client's wife. I think that's a story and a half. And then revenge, and there's all types of things that can. Then obviously, he's going to have to find out. Then there's a war, and things start going crazy.
Yeah, especially if you end up with Florencia or Cassie DePaiva and the two that they're hooked up with.
I know.
That would be a very fun storyline. I love them both. They're really great people. But that would just be, I think fans would go nuts. Like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Who knows? You know what? You don't know what the future holds. I'm open. I'm always looking to expand. And, they say opportunity is created by those who don't. I like to explore opportunity, and I like to take advantage of it. So if it comes my way, I'm going for it.
Exactly. And you do that. And us as loyal soap fans will follow our favorites no matter where they go and no matter what they do. So you just know that you always have a lot of eyeballs on you, whether it's a primetime show, a daytime show, or a film. We're there watching you.
And I appreciate it. What am I going to say? I want to let all the followers know that I have a new website that will be coming out, sean-ringgold.com. I need about 2 more months. We're just trying to finish up, all the work that needs to be done. The old one is up, so please don't judge me by the old website. But you guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I keep it simple for people. Everything is Shaun Ringgold. Shaun Ringgold across the board. That's 2 G's.
Yeah, and that's with 2 G's.
2 G's.
Yeah, so you can follow me, and sometimes you'll see interesting stuff. Sometimes you'll see my crazy jet ski or motorcycle post or fast cars, because I'm into charities that represent different things, but all good purposes. And
that's what I wanted to touch on before we let you go, because I know we're getting to the top of the hour. You do a lot with the Men's Health Summit for Whittier Street Health Center and for HeartShare Human Services of New York, Get Real with Your Dreams, the Island of Grenada, and Susan G. Komen for The Cure. which being that last one, my mom died of breast cancer, so I'm always 1,000% behind that. And I want to thank you for doing that.
Absolutely. Yes. Can I share some, Dave Pan, what's really true, and a lot of people don't get this. And, ever since I've been doing humanitarian work and helping out people and giving of myself, so many blessings continue to keep coming to me.
Right.
And and after a while, you stop doing it you just know just doing the right thing and helping people who are in need, who really need a helping hand, or they just need motivation, or they need encouragement, that your phone will ring with opportunity, and you can design an incredible life for yourself, make great things happen, and also make a difference. It's not always about the next role, because now, I'm starting to do speaking engagements, and it's like there's nothing better than touching someone's life and the blessings of making some money from it, and knowing that you're doing good work instead of just getting a check because you're doing a scene. There's nothing wrong with that. But as I've been working with HeartShare, now for almost a year. I volunteer my services. Every Wednesday, I commit 2.5 to 3 hours, and about once a month or once every 2 months, we go on these trips. I took the kids snowboarding. Some of these kids have never left the Brooklyn neighborhoods in Coney Island over at Surfside. That's the project that I worked at over at Surfside over on Mermaid Avenue in Coney Island, Brooklyn. Some of these kids have never left their borough. And you took them to Rockefeller Center. We went ice skating. We went snowboarding. We slept over about a month ago at the Museum of Natural History. We went through the whole tour of the museum, just trying to give a lot of these kids experiences that they've never had, or give them some positive mentorship, or having a positive role model, someone telling them something that they can do instead of telling them what they can't do.
Right,
and some of these kids are coming from foster homes, some with HIV, AIDS, all types of situations that you can only imagine. I'm talking really bad situations. And I'm seeing incredible changes in some children, and they're really trying. And I feel like my efforts aren't falling on deaf ears. I see them improving their language, their attitude, and it's a commitment. It's not easy, but the funny thing is, God just continues to keep that door open. Where on Wednesdays I don't get caught filming. Sometimes, every so often it happens, but I've only missed about 1 or 2 in 6 months. But when I'm not there, it's just like you feel like you miss them. What do you feel like something is empty?
Right.
And I love these kids, and I know that I'll be doing this type of work for the rest of my life. And also I'm working with CF Charities, this new charity I'm working with, my friend Larry Kaplan. They provide scholarships at the dental oral health clinics in Philly, Boston, also in Baltimore. They provide scholarships for Latino and African American children, because dental disease is the number one disease within the community, because people aren't getting their checkups. Yes, you could look up CF Charities, and they're doing incredible things, and they're helping kids to get to either be a dental assistant, or a dentist. But the Oral Health Academy is not an easy academy, but once they pass the academy, and I hosted an event 2 weeks ago in Pennsylvania. I did a lot of tweets on that. We raised some great money, raised up to $180,000 for the charity, and we provided 3 scholarships for 3 kids who graduated from the from the oral health clinic within their school. So now they're going to be getting scholarships to go to dental school. And
that's wonderful.
It's phenomenal. It's just a great, great cause, and to see this gentleman Larry Kaplan giving back to the community, and I know how important it is, because I'm getting all dental work done myself. I see how important it is, because as a kid I didn't there wasn't the money to take care of these things. It's very expensive,
right?
And many of the insurances do not cover it. I mean, just one root canal, post and core, you're like $1,800, $2,000 a tooth.
Exactly.
So I mean, when people are trying to take care of rent, car payment, this, that, and the other, unfortunately they neglect their mouth, and that also creates heart disease and different things. It's important. So I saw the importance of creating and having a very good environment for kids within my neighborhood in lower income communities to have a good dental experience with some of these clinics, and he has many clinics throughout the United States. And a lot of the scholarships that they provide, they pay those scholarships off also by giving back community service or, back in the communities in which they come from. So in order for them to pay for their scholarship, they have to do community service in their community as far as like free dental checkups and root canals, within the communities in which they graduated. So the cause is phenomenal. And, I also to work with my grandmother passed of cancer. Both of them did. So I find it very important to, support those causes of cancer as well.
Well, another thing that what you're doing is putting a spotlight on the dental charity, because when I said really, I mean, it's because you don't think of that as being a cause of somebody getting a heart attack or some other type of infection that could kill them. Sure. You always hear about cancer, you always hear about heart attacks, you always hear about, the big things that are consistently been around all of your life. But you don't normally hear about somebody dying because they got a tooth infection because they couldn't go to the dentist.
That's right.
Right.
So
it's true. A lot of people, people die because of infections and things that develop from their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
In certain rural areas and also in the inner community. It's something that doesn't get a lot of publicity, but it exists.
Right.
It exists, and I'm not, the number one fan of Western medicine because, the healthcare and, hey, you have a problem, take this pill. They're just masking the problem. They're not dealing with what was the cause of the problem. So I'm more into, let's find out what is the cause and let's fix what that situation is, and then we can deal with it. But they just want to mask the problem so it temporarily takes care of it. But they're taking an infection and turning it into a disease when the infection needs to be killed and not turn it into a terminal disease.
You got it. You said it. I mean, I've kind of gone through that with fibromyalgia. I have other
My mother has
things.
fibromyalgia.
Okay, so you understand what I'm talking about. They don't know where it comes from. They don't know what causes it. And I've had 10 million different types of medications thrown at me. None of them work, or they have such huge side effects. You don't know which is worse, the side effect or the fibromyalgia pain. Yeah. And I'm still in the same boat I was 3.5 years ago. And it's not recognized as an illness yet, so your insurance doesn't want to cover it, and Social Security disability doesn't want to cover it, and, you go on and on and on. So we just need to concentrate more in this country about our health and our children's health. That's all there is to it.
I can't agree with you more. I mean, that's, as you say, that's a really, touchy situation to many people, especially with, doctors who are graduating because they want to start that operation because they get paid on it. And they have big loans that they have to pay for.
Right,
and,
exactly.
I understand it. Unfortunately, I'm one of these, public radio listeners where you start hearing different types of information, open up your ears and open up your mind, and instead of believing everything that you see on TV and everything that you hear, sometimes you have to read and, listen to what they don't want you to listen to so you can empower yourself.
Right.
Because there's another agenda out here, and I'm just not trying to be a part of that.
Right, exactly. You don't know if that doctor's giving you a sugar pill to make you come back 10 times.
Exactly. Hey. See, Pam, you with me.
True.
You with me.
Yeah, I am.
You with me. I love it.
Well,
I hope I
Sean,
didn't talk your head off over this hour. I hope I didn't, talk your head off.
Oh, no. Are you kidding?
All.
I was just going to say I could talk to you for hours and hours. I mean,
we could keep going, boo.
You can just call me at home and I'll just listen. I'll put it on speakerphone and I'll listen.
See, I talk that much. Damn.
No, that's not a bad thing.
I'll just put you on speaker and you entertain me before I go to bed. But okay, gotta go.
No, you're such an interesting individual. You're so caring, so compassionate. You're very talented. That. You're a gorgeous man. I mean, what more can you ask for?
A gentleman.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, Dave. What did you say, Dave?
I said you're such a gentleman, too.
I appreciate it. I try. I mean, don't catch me on a bad day. You see it on the side of me, but nah, I'm just joking.
We